Yo, what up, YouTube? Let me recap the show for you. All right, y'all. So let me start with this. So when I was at the peak of my bulk, I was like 230 pounds. And in my head, I just wanted to shred 50 pounds. Like I was like, I'm gonna shred 50 pounds, get to 180, and just be nice and shredded. That's all I wanted to do, was lose 50 pounds and get back in shape. But like in the beginning of the shred or like during the process of it, I learned about that competition, the Ben Weider Naturals. It's the currently the only IFBB pro show that is natural. It's a natural IFBB pro show. It's the only one that exists right now. So I heard about it, maybe like a week into my shred, 2 weeks into my shred, and I was debating, like, should I do it? I don't know, I kind of want to do it. I want to see what these natural IFBB pros look like. So I kind of decided, like, in the middle of my shred, or not the middle of my shred, like 1 or 2 weeks into my shred, I was like, you know what? Maybe we should cap off the shred with that show and just see what's up. So that's how I decided to do the show kind of like that. The reason I'm saying that is because I was so far away from like my stage weight, like 50 pounds, just losing that 50 pounds of fat. It wasn't really like enough time to get as dialed in as I needed to be for that show. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how nice these pros were. Cause I'm like, yo, these are natural pros. Like, maybe I can compete with them. And when it came down to it, I got there. I'm backstage. I'm looking at them. I'm feeling like, yo, I could compete with these guys. But then like when I saw them flex and shit, and just really got to see them like for real, they were just like super conditioned. Like I wasn't nearly as conditioned as these guys. I thought I was shredded. Like I was like, I'm shredded, but they were at another level of being shredded. And the reason being is because, like I said, I was so far away from my stage weight that like losing 50 pounds in 16, 17 weeks, you got me shredded, but like there's levels to being shredded. Some of these guys, I saw them talking about it. They were like, yo, they're like, yo, this is my longest shred ever. I'm shredding for like 23 weeks. And they were probably already close to like their stage weight. And they're still shredding for like 23 weeks. I was far as fuck away from my stage weight, and I shredded for only like 16, 17 weeks or something like that. So I got smoked. I'll admit my posing wasn't the best because I fucking hate posing. Like I'm not the best at it, and I was just stressed about just preparing for the show that like I didn't put as much time as I needed into the posing. Just trying to like eat the right meals, hit the gym, do my cardio, signing up and all that stuff. Like that took like all of my focus, to be honest. And when it came down to posing, I just was like, so reluctant to do it. I put some practice in, but just not enough as a professional should. Because when I got to Washington, I was with one of my friends named Matt, and he was showing me how he poses and like how he gets ready for his posing. And I was like, dang, I don't put that type of work in. But that's the type of work he was putting in. So he showed me the foundation, he showed me the standard. I'm like, okay, that's what I gotta do if I wanna be nice. But regardless of it, even if I posed amazingly, to be honest, I just wasn't where I needed to be. These guys were really big, they were super fucking shredded, and they posed okay. So they were triple threats. Me, I wasn't as shredded as I needed to be. I wasn't as big as I needed to be, and I didn't pose the best. So I got the placing I deserved. The official placing I got was fucking, I hate to say it, it was 14 out of 17. Ooh, I know that hurts. I thought that I would do a lot better. I dead ass, like getting ready for the show, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be top 3. Like, I really, I really felt that way. But it doesn't really matter because all it did was teach me the standard of what these natural pros look like. So it showed me how the fuck I need to come, and how I need to come in, and like what the protocol needs to be. So like right now, for my stage weight, let's say it was 180. I believe I weighed in at like 182 with clothes on. My weight cap is like 187. So if I took the fucking jacket and the pants off and all that, I probably would have weighed like 179, 180. What the hell? Something like that. My goal now is I'm gonna only get like 15 to 20 pounds above my stage weight And I'm gonna do what they did. I'm gonna take like 25 fucking weeks to slowly shred. So if there's 52 weeks in a year, I'd bulk for like 30 weeks, but lean, clean bulk, like super clean. Like I'm only trying to be 15 to 20 pounds above my stage weight. So max would be like 200 pounds. And then once there's like 25 weeks left until the show, I'll fucking slow burn the shred. Get to like, just get to the stage weight and shred some more just to get all the fucking fat off so the legs show how they need to show. The core is just fucking completely dicey and we're just fucking grainy as a bitch. That's what I want to try. That's where my focus is. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I got smoked, but it definitely wasn't my best attempt. I was just a fat guy and I rolled off the couch and was like, let me fucking try this show. That's kind of how my attempt was. That's not professional. Meanwhile, these guys are thinking about that show all fucking year because that's their ticket to the Olympia. You know what I mean? For a natural athlete, for a natural bodybuilder, that's your ticket to the Olympia. So that's how I feel about it. I'm like, damn. They put a way higher level of preparation into it than I did. And to be so honest as well, I didn't even fucking like suffer this prep. I did everything my coach told me to do, but like I've suffered more in past competitions. Like I thought it was just because, hey, I got my house now and I can cook really easy because before past shows I was doing it at my parents' house. It's like now I got my own crib and I can cook freely. I got all this space and things were just rolling a lot smoother. And I was like, maybe it's just because things are smooth, You've got a lot of flexibility and stuff now, so your body feels way more fresh. So like even though you're doing these good workouts, you're not getting as like twisted up and taxed up because your body's fresher. So I was like, maybe that's why this show was feeling more smooth. And I just didn't suffer as much as I remember suffering in the past. I'm like, yeah, this is going really smooth. I'm shredding, I'm doing what my coach is saying, and I'm getting fucking lean. So I thought everything was just nice. But I'm like, nah, I never really suffered, bro. Like, the shit was tough, shit was difficult, whatever, but I never really, really suffered, So I want to fucking suffer next time. I want to see, like, just walking around. I remember dragging myself around, like, barely having enough energy to get through the last fucking week or two in my last shows. This one, I was like, yo, I feel fine. I feel good, So I know there's another level we can get to, and I just want to take the next 30 weeks to just bulk perfectly, bro. Like hit my macros like I've never hit before. Cause I don't even be tracking my shit in the past. I just be like eyeballing my food. Now it's like, nah, I want to just bulk for like 30 fucking weeks perfectly, leanly, and just go hard on all my workouts. Also another thing is the last like 2 to 3 years, I haven't gone like super hard in the gym because my focus has been divided. It was like I was doing yoga, I was doing those mobility workouts, I was doing calisthenics. I'm always gonna be hitting the gym, but like my energy was divided. And not only that, my body was twisted up, like it was hurting, so I couldn't really go super hard in the leg days because my fucking hips were jacked up. So instead of like doing heavy squats, maybe I'll do like these kettlebell workouts. Things that kept my legs good. We still like made leg gains and things like that, but I'm just talking about like the last 3 weeks, getting ready for this show was when I really tapped into like, yo, let's fuck these legs up. And my body could do it because I'm flexible and mobile now. So it's like now I want to take the next year, like I say, the next 30 weeks just to like hammer mean leg days in, hammer just everything, just go super heavy. I've got this new passion and this new fire that I want to just see I just want to see what my real potential is. So that's how I'm thinking right now. Lean, super lean bulk for 30 fucking weeks. And then we'll do a slow burn shred for like 23 weeks, something like that, and try to get as super fucking shredded as fucking possible. Because, like my legs have never been supremely shredded before. Like the glutes, they've never been super fucking shredded. I've never gotten to that level of conditioning, ever. So I want to see what the fuck Uzoma looks like with the shredded glutes, with the shredded fucking quads, with the abs just, you know what I'm saying? I need to see that. And I know I can do better. Like, this just felt like a practice run. Not to mention, I haven't competed in 5 years. This is my first show back, so like, yeah. So I just want to do all these things right. Give it another go. You know what I'm saying? see how that see what that does for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the fucking plan. I'll talk a little bit more about the show. So when I got there, I went with my mom, my sister, and my cousin were there. We were all just chilling. You know, I mainly just had like ground turkey, steak, spinach, like almonds and red apples as my diet food, and I'm just eating that while they're eating a bunch of like snacks. I see them have Skittles, fucking Sour Patch Kids, you know, popcorn, and Chex Mix, like all these crazy things, man. And I'm just sitting there eating my ground turkey, just you know, pretty much just chilled in the hotel room the whole time. What was interesting about this show was I thought that we were all gonna get drug tested like immediately, because that's what I thought. To enter the show, you had to pay $100. I thought the $100 was to like buy your drug test, but that's not what happened. What we all did was we took a polygraph test. I didn't even know we were taking a polygraph test. I thought we were just taking a drug test, and you know that's what's gonna decide, you know, that we're all clean and natural athletes. Instead, what we did was on Thursday, if the show's on Saturday, on Thursday, we all take a polygraph test, which is, you know, essentially a lie detector test. So they gave us this pink sheet of paper, and it's like, you say like, I, Uzoma Obalor, have not taken steroids, growth hormones, SARMs, fucking, etc., diuretics, boom, 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 boom. You read that out loud, then they hook you up to the polygraph test, and then they start asking you questions like, have you ever taken this? Have you ever taken that? Are you lying about any of the following? Da 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 da. And yeah, so you essentially take a lie detector test, and that's what you do to be able to enter the show if you can pass that. So obviously I passed that, and the only the top two winners, the top two that place, then they get drug tested. I don't know if it's a pee test, a blood test. I know it's at least a pee test, but could be a blood test too. I really don't know. But I thought everybody was gonna get fucking drug tested. So yeah, nope. What we had to do was take a polygraph test, and only the top two get drug tested. After the show, I kind of went around and saw some sights. The show took place in Alexandria, Virginia, which is like 20 minutes from Washington, D.C. So I went and like looked at like, you know, I saw the White House, I saw like the fucking Lincoln Memorial, the Martin Luther King Memorial, the Korean War Memorial, the fucking Washington, forget what it's called, the obelisk, forget what that's called, the monument, the Washington Monument, the World War II Memorial, things like that, you know, just saw some history, walked around and things like that. So that's all I really did. I didn't vlog anything because I was just really focused. Like I was like just trying to get my meals in, trying to get my posing in, trying to get my cardio in, and just do everything, you know? I didn't even feel like picking up a camera and vlog anything. I was just in a hotel room the whole time. So yeah, it was very simple, very simple. And it was a fun experience, man. The guys that won, the guys that got there, they deserved it. They deserved it. I wasn't hating at all. I had a good ass time. I was happy for me. I was happy for them. All the competitors were really cool. Competitors from all around the fucking world, you guys. There was like a lot of people from fucking Korea, Hong Kong, fucking UK, Canada, Germany. You know, it was all people from all around the world. So it was just cool. Like these fucking Koreans came in and they're vlogging their whole journey, like 3 of them. Maybe one of them was from Hong Kong. I don't know which one which, but like they were sticking together and just like, it was just cool to see, man. It was cool to see, and they all looked really good. And I liked the whole experience. It felt like Baki. Like, you know how in Baki, all those guys hear about like the strongest guys in Japan or some shit. They're like, yo, the strongest guys in Japan. They hear about Baki or some shit, and they all want to come to Japan to fight Baki. Or if it was Pickle, they hear about Pickle, this fucking prehistoric beast from back in the day, and everybody around the world wants to see Pickle so they can fucking fight him. This show is like that. Like, yo, this is it's the biggest natural show in the world, and it's the only natural IV Pro show in the world. And it just felt like all these people from around the world came to this one spot to battle it out. And yeah, my back pose was fucking terrible. I can't believe I made this mistake I made. I did this fucking thing, and I never like opened my back. I was practicing it with my friend and it was fine the whole time. But then when I went on stage and did it, I literally kept my fucking back shut. Like I squeezed. I was like, what the fuck? How did I let that happen? I didn't even know in the moment. Then I look back at some pictures and I'm like, what the fuck? I really let that happen? I did that? And then one of the head judges told me that. I was like, dude, what a rookie mistake. Like I didn't even know. That pissed me off. But like I said, it truly felt like a practice run. And now I know the standard. So yeah, man, I had a tremendous focus for the last 17 weeks, but all it did was make me want to apply that same amount of focus for the next year. So that's my game plan. That's what I want to do. And that's my bodybuilding goal right now. I got a lot of other goals. You know, I'm still training my fucking calisthenics and things like that, getting flexible and things like that, you know. But I can juggle those things. But like now, if it was a pie circle, like bodybuilding is about to increase. You know what I'm saying? That shit's about to go to like 75%, 80%. And we'll hit the calisthenics and the flexibility on the side. But like, that's my main goal right now. I want to retry that show with like my full potential and really see what I can get. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. The leanest, the cleanest, the meanest bulk. It's gonna be so fucking clean. We're not getting fat, not one bit. Only 15, 20 pounds max above the stage weight. That's the fucking goal, all right? So yeah, thank you for listening. That's my recap. I had a blast. Thank you for like the support. And hope you guys learned something along the way. I'll continue to be vlogging, showing you the bulk, just making a bunch of videos for whatever the hell we want to do. But yeah, I just had to recap the show, okay? Much love. We're coming strong, bro. We're like mad about it in a good way. Like I'm happy about the show, but I'm mad about like, I just want to do what I said. Like, let me do this. Get out the way. Like, get out the way. Move. I'm finna do this shit. Like, that's how I feel about the next year. Just like I see it. I see the journey and I'm up for it. Just want to fucking grind through it. The same focus I had for the 17 shows. Just like mad, I want that for the next fucking year. Just focus. High focus. Okay? Much love. Eat this. Bulk. Bulk! But lean though.